We all find ourselves in limbo. And this week, I'm going to teach you how to kick limbo in the butt when we're going through a transition. How you guys doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is our Transition Tuesday segment. I am yours truly, James Cotton, OSU football player, once upon a time in life, an NFL player, all of that fun stuff. I want to thank you guys so much for just tuning in and hanging out with me today. Today will be a special episode. Make sure you guys go ahead and click subscribe now and so you can get notified on the upcoming videos. But today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about being in the limbo phase of transitioning. Now, limbo can be associated as a negative term because I once told an attorney, I said, you know what? He said, what are you doing with yourself now? I said, well, I'm in limbo. And he was like, make sure you don't ever tell nobody that ever again. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys mention that you're in limbo, it's probably going to indicate that you're probably at a low point in life, which there isn't anything wrong with that. We all have our highs and lows, but one of the things we have to understand about transitioning is there is a limbo phase. Now, it's all about how your mindset is on how you're going to transition out of this limbo stage. So I've spoken in the past about accountability, diversity, responsibility, discipline, commitment, all of these things, teamwork, who you surrounding yourself with. Most importantly, you have to find some mentors that can mentor you to help you get out of this limbo phase, because not all of us understand or know what we're trying to do when we're transitioning, because there's some uncertainty there. And when there's uncertainty, there's an ability to not be as truly focused as we need to be when we're going through the transitional phase of limbo. So to understand what limbo is an uncertain period of waiting a decision or resolution, an immediate state or condition. So I spoke in a previous episode about being uncomfortable and being outside of your comfort zone. You have to understand that you need to be for certain on what it is you're trying to accomplish. You got to set goals. You have to do all of these things to get yourself out of the limbo phase. Now, myself, when I struggled with being in the limbo phase, that's when I noticed that, wow, I'm really depressed. My energy levels were down. I didn't want to go around people. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. And so therefore, my limbo phase was so lethargic, and it was just like a pity party. I wanted to get my violin out and just have a pity party. Nobody felt sorry for me, and nobody's going to feel sorry for you. So you have to find a way to get yourself motivated. Hopefully this video does it. Get yourself motivated to let's kick limbo in the butt. Let's get out of this limbo phase, because all it's doing is sucking all of the positive energy that you do have, and it's taking it away from you. And it's probably turning you to somebody that you don't want to be. It's making you sad. It's making you lonely. So let's figure out a way how to reverse this. Let's start to do this 1% at a time. Just try and get a little bit happier every day. 1%. That's all I'm asking you to do. Let's create the habit of getting happy every single day, because you know what that 1% is going to turn into? Multiple times it's going to turn into, 30 days from now, 30% better. So it's almost like you're putting yourself on a weight loss program. If you struggle with being overweight, then you have an opportunity to lose weight. And how you lose weight is you do it 1 pound at a time. So that's how you get better. That's how you get positive. That's how you get yourself happier. 1 day at a time, one situation at a time. Because when you start to forecast and try and predict, it's going to take you on an emotional roller coaster. So in order to get through this limbo phase, which is the phase that is probably rarely talked about, but it's initially when you start your transition. And so once you start your transition, you have to make sure you hit the ground running. You're positive, you're upbeat, you're around other people that's thinking the way that you think. That means thinking positive. You're around people that's spiritual. You're around people that believe in God. So make sure you surround yourself around those individuals, because that's what's going to help you get through this limbo phase. I cannot stress that enough. Being uncertain is not fun at all. That's where fear lives. We all understand that. So to overcome fear, we have to become certain of ourselves. And what does that mean? That means you have to believe in yourself. I'm pretty sure you've heard it 1,001 times today. So make sure you believe in yourself so others will believe into you. So this has been extremely therapeutic for me. I appreciate you guys tuning in so much. Question of the day: how are you going to avoid being in limbo? How are you going to avoid being in limbo when you're going through a transition? Make sure you guys leave me some comments. Let me know how you guys feel about this particular topic. I know it could be uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable. That's what we're trying to build here with our transition community. So make sure you guys subscribe, tune in. If you have any questions for me, contact me directly. Hit up all my social media platforms: LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Next week, we're going to be joined by a special guest, a national champion. I love hanging out with national champions. He's going to be sharing his transition. So make sure you guys tune in. Go Bucks.